It's been a while for some Ben Simmons trades. Let's freshen things up a little bit. Let's talk some Ben Simmons. Let's not go too long because it's kind of exhausting at this point. Nobody cares anymore. The dude's just whatever, you know? But let's talk about some things going on with Ben Simmons. Why not? Why not let it fly? The Sixers are obviously apparently a little frustrated with how he's approaching this whole thing. That doesn't mean the Sixers are not saying he has a mental health problem. I just want to put that out there. A lot of people are going off about how Philadelphia is not respecting his mental health. That has nothing to do with this. We're just upset and frustrated with the way he is not in communication with the Sixers, as they should be, you know? I don't even want to talk about it. I just want to get into the video. I just want to talk about some trades. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Come out to my live stream. I live stream every Sixers game during the week. It's always a fun time. Guess the Sixers score, you win a Sixers Process jersey for free. That's free $99. That's a really good price. I would take it. I don't know. That's just me. The first one I want to get to is a Charlotte Hornets trade. Look, I'll be the first to admit the Hornets have been pretty good this year. I like the team a lot. Outside of the announcer, which I think is the greatest announcer ever, and Del Curry, who is the shit because I love that dude and all of his children that he makes, especially Seth, that dude, you know. But the Hornets have been really good this year. They're a good team. They're exciting. I think they're going to be a play-in team in a very competitive Eastern Conference. That being said, I think there is a piece away from truly being a solidified playoff team. There are a couple approaches that Charlotte can do. One, just wait it out, you know? Let this team kind of build together. Let LaMelo get better over and over again because he is. He's better than he was last year. He's probably going to be an all-star this year. He is a fantastic, fantastic player. That's a guy I was right about. So I'll take that. I'll take my flowers if you guys are handing them out. But that's one approach. Their team's good. They have depth. They're not great at the big man position, but maybe Kai Jones can become something, you know? Plumlee seems like he's being okay enough for now. Or they can kind of expedite the process. If you look at a lot of young guys around the league right now, teams are on a faster timeline because of how quickly guys nowadays want out. Look at Zion Williamson. That dude's gained 450 pounds, and he's like, hey, you guys aren't doing enough for me. That's ironic, right? But if they decide to make a trade and do something to expedite the process, I think a Ben Simmons trade makes a lot of sense. And I know a lot of people are first off going to be like, LaMelo needs the ball. It's going to be LaMelo's team. Why would you get a guy who's ball dominant like that? Of course. But my thing is, I think with a Ben Simmons trade comes a Ben Simmons change. And what I mean by that is I think Ben Simmons is probably a prototypical Draymond Green type of guy in a modern NBA. I think LaMelo Ball and Ben Simmons pick and roll would be absolutely insane. Genuinely insane. Ridiculous. Maybe the best pick and roll offense in the NBA. You could put Ben Simmons out at a 4 for them as the power forward, as the Draymond Green type of platoon guy. And that team is really, really scary. Scary. Here's my transition. In return of a Ben Simmons to Charlotte, the Sixers would receive Scary Terry Rozier, Miles Bridges, and a protected, probably a very heavy protected draft pick, hopefully in the first round. I put that out on Twitter and said yes or no, just from a Sixers standpoint. A lot of people said no, and I thought that was very interesting because I think nowadays people are starting to realize maybe Ben Simmons is going to start getting more than expected in a trade, or they just don't like that package, in which I want to talk about the absolute shining of Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges is on the last year of his deal, and he has been absolutely fantastic. I mean, this dude is going to be in the running for most improved player. He's putting up 20 a game. His assists have been higher than in any year in his career. Same goes for rebounds on the best efficiency of his career. Miles Bridges has been absolutely goddamn brilliant, and I love that man to death. He is a high flyer. He is just such an exciting player to watch. I love Miles Bridges. I'll give that dude whatever amount of money he wants. I mean, not going to be the first time we're going to dish out a max deal to somebody who definitely doesn't deserve it. Right, Sixers fans? Ugh, too soon. And I don't think he's going to see max money. I think he's going to probably get $100 million. But the way he's playing, yeah, dude, I probably would give it to him. Terry Rozier is a shot-creating guard. What do the Sixers need? A shot-creating guard. Miles Bridges plays defense really well, and Scary Terry is a goddamn fourth quarter menace. I mean, that dude can go 0 for 11 the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter comes by, dude has 27. I'm like, where the hell did you get? I don't know. I like this package. I don't know what Ben Simmons' trade value is. Like, I really don't. I don't. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, this is exactly what we can do for him. But I think I would rather take this package than a package of CJ McCollum. Because it's not that they're better than CJ, because I think CJ is the better player, but I would rather take more than a B-list celebrity guy. Unless we're getting a legitimate top-tier dude, I would probably take more than quantity over quality. That's kind of my approach, and I think this works for both teams. And I think if Charlotte kind of slips at some point this year, this deal has to be made after December 15th, because that's Terry Rozier's contract thing. You know, he just signed a contract extension, so that's going to be it. Also, I think maybe a Gordon Hayward involvement without Rozier financially works. I just don't love that. I like Gordon Hayward. I think he's a good player. I think he's played some of his best basketball since his Utah days in Charlotte, but I just don't really love the fit in Philadelphia. And knowing Philadelphia, he's probably going to get hurt a lot. So let's try to avoid that at all costs. Which leads me to my last trade, my last team, is Sacramento. Look, I am sitting here saying that Sacramento is probably the best fit for Ben Simmons, and it's the best fit for a team, and I've been on record saying this so many times, and if I want to see Ben Simmons succeed, I'm probably shipping the dude to Sacramento because I think it would work. Now, I would love De'Aaron Fox, but that's not what this trade is because it's probably not realistic, unfortunately. But what is probably realistic is a package around Harrison Barnes, Tyrese Halliburton, and Marvin Bagley. One, you may be crying about how that's not enough, and there's no first rounders and this and that. Dude, I hear you. I'm not saying like I'm completely pulling the trigger on this, but financially it works. And number two, I just think this is probably where his value is currently at. That being said, Harrison Barnes having a career season. Is it sustainable? I don't know. But I still think regardless if it is or not, he's a really, really good basketball player. He goes out and he gets his buckets. He's shooting really efficiently this year, better than he has in his career. He's just playing his best basketball. Dude's averaging over 25 a night. I'll take that. And for a 7-game series, a season span, if you can put up 25 a night over a 7-game span, I don't care if you're going to put it up for an entire season, because that chances are you're probably a 20-point guy. I think the Sixers could use that. I say, why not? Tyrese Halliburton, add him into the mix because, for one, Halliburton is a very good defensive guard. He's not having the best season. I don't think he's progressing the way people thought he would, so I think maybe his value is down, which I think the Sixers could really take advantage of. And also, Tyrese Halliburton can shoot the ball, can score the ball. He can play really, really good basketball, and he's a young kid who I think is going to get better, especially in the right system. And the right system is never Sacramento. I love the Kings. They're my second favorite team. Why? I have no idea. I really, really don't. I don't know why. I think I just like poverty franchises because I'm used to it, because I'm a Sixers fan. That would make a lot of sense. That being said, Marvin Bagley, who is questionably not playing because Luke Walton is an idiot, and the Kings are ran by idiots. And Marvin Bagley was turned into a three-point specialist, in which he is not, because he is uber athletic. And Marvin Bagley needs a new home. He's like a kidnapped child that just needs to go home so he can finally be what he used to be again. Weird analogy, but like think about it for a second. Bring Marvin Bagley to Philadelphia. It's worth a flyer. Literally, it's worth a flyer. Bring the guy off the bench, and immediately the Sixers team starts. Like, dude, the Sixers are 5-2 right now, right? We're playing fantastic basketball. We are 10, borderline 11 men deep. That is better than the Sixers have ever been able to say in my whole lifetime. That's really, really good. You trade a guy who is not included in that 11-man deep thing for 3 guys who can all sincerely impact a playoff game, and the Sixers are the deepest team in the NBA. The deepest team in the NBA, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. You could have Tyrese Halliburton start or Tyrese Maxey start and have the other come off the bench. That is ridiculous. You could also have Seth Curry come off the bench maybe, but probably not. I'd probably run Halliburton at the 1, Curry at the 2. And then you have Danny Green probably coming off the bench, or Seth Curry coming off the bench for, oh my God, the endless possibilities. Harrison Barnes would bring immediate scoring impact, shot creating, and fourth quarter ability to go get a bucket. Marvin Bagley could just give you an absolute flyer, which, guys, dude, The Sixers would be nasty. Like, even more nasty. Like, that could be a potential top 3 seed in the Eastern Conference, top 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. Nasty. I'm on board for both of these trades. As I'm making this video, like, I'm kind of talking myself into the Sacramento one, which I think is more realistic anyway. So let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'm out of my mind. Maybe I still am overvaluing Ben Simmons, but this made a fun video, so why not? Like the video. Peace out, guys.